How do you keep making a house feel like a home when you're mentally ready to leave? That is a question I have been asking myself a lot lately.
Maybe for you, it isn't a house. Maybe it's a job you're hoping to leave, a season of life you're praying will change, a health battle you're hoping is just temporary, or just a chapter of life that you're ready to move on from. For me, it's this house. For quite some time now, we've been hoping we'd have the opportunity to move. Ideally, we should know more over the next few months, but if this past year and a half has taught me anything, it's that life doesn't always go according to the timeline that we imagine. Between Ethan's injuries and everything that has come along with that, and some of my own health issues that I've been navigating myself, we've had to start looking at things differently. The truth is, we genuinely don't know what's next. Maybe we'll get to move, or maybe we won't. Maybe it'll happen sooner than we expect, or maybe we'll be here a lot longer than we've planned on. We honestly just don't know. And I don't think I realized how much that uncertainty had been affecting me until recently. Because somewhere along the way, I quietly started treating this house like I had already left it. It wasn't intentional, and I didn't wake up one morning and decide I wasn't going to care anymore. It just happened little by little.
I'm about to show y'all something on camera that I never do. And it's because I hate it. I'm so embarrassed of it. But I want to be completely transparent with you guys. And I also want you to know that if you have things around your home that don't look pretty, that really need to be changed out, it's okay. That's normal. It's okay. You are not alone. This is our couch, and we have had it for 6 years, and our dogs have destroyed it. But it's not their fault. It was because their nails would like snag here and there, and then one little hole turns into just where they're like digging and they're making their bed and they're running all over the place, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. It looks horrible. We desperately need a new one. This one, the couch cover got so bad that I just completely took it off and threw it away. This one, the zipper has broke, which isn't the dog's fault. And there is a board that has completely fell through in the couch. It fell through like 2 years ago, maybe. We paid $2,000 for this couch. Never again. So right now, I'm just covering it with blankets. Right now, we're just using blankets that were actually meant to be dog blankets to cover these spots. We do intend on getting a new couch, but I'm really trying to hold off for a little while until we figure out whether we're moving or we're going to be staying for a while, because ideally I would love, if we have to stay here, I want a couch that covers this entire area. I want a sectional on this side, and then I want it to have a chase on this side like this does. But we're just waiting to find out if we're going to be able to move or not, because I don't want to buy a couch to fit this space and then turn around and move somewhere else and it not work for the next space, because that's just a waste of money. This has a big gigantic hole where the seams have literally ripped away from the couch itself. This is not the dog's fault at all. So I just take these pillows and kind of use it to hide it the best I can, like that. One day I will have me a new couch and I will be so thankful. But for now, this one, as raggedy as it looks, works for what we need it for.
Every time I think about doing another project, I just tell myself, hopefully we won't be here much longer anyway. A couple of the biggest examples for that lately has been repainting our kitchen cabinets and finish painting the porch. And when I first start painting, I'll get real excited and I can't wait to see what the end result's going to look like, and I get really motivated. But as time goes on, I slowly lose all the motivation to finish it. Not because I stopped caring, But because every time I thought about pulling out the paint, another thought would sneak back in. What's the point if we're just going to move anyway? And at first, that thought seemed completely reasonable. But then I realized I've been saying that for a long time. And if we're still here 6 months from now, will I still be saying the same thing? What if we're here for another year? How long am I willing to put life on hold while I wait to find out what happens next? Because the reality is, I don't know what's next. I've been mentally decorating another house, one that I don't even know if we'll ever live in. I've imagined different kitchens, different front porches, and definitely different neighborhoods, while quietly losing motivation to care for this place that the Lord has given us and that has taken care of us all of these years. And that realization has made me a little sad, because this house has been good to us. It has its flaws, but it's where Ethan and I have built our marriage. It's where we've celebrated birthdays, where we've laughed together, and where we've cried through some really difficult seasons. It's where our 5 dogs have all grown up, and it's where our friends have stopped by. It's where cookies have been baked and coffee has been made, conversations that we've had, and ordinary days that have become memories. This house has held so much life, and somewhere along the way, I stopped wanting to pour life back into it. Not because I wasn't grateful, but because my heart had already stopped living somewhere my feet hadn't gone yet. I've thought about that sentence so many times lately. My heart had already started living somewhere my feet hadn't gone yet. And I wonder how many of us do that. Maybe it isn't a house. Maybe it's waiting on retirement, or a better job, or waiting for healing. Or maybe just waiting for our finances to improve, or waiting for the next chapter of life to begin. I think sometimes we become so focused on what's next that we unintentionally stop caring for what's right in front of us. Not because we don't appreciate it, but because we're constantly telling ourselves that we'll do something when we've finally accomplished a milestone, or we'll enjoy it when we finally accomplish that milestone, or maybe we'll finally decorate the space, or we'll finally feel settled in when we've reached a certain point. But life has a funny way of continuing while we're busy waiting. Birthdays still happen, people still stop by the house, and ordinary evenings still become memories. Our families are still gathering together, and life doesn't pause just because we're hoping for something different. And honestly, I don't want to miss this chapter because I'm too busy dreaming about the next one. I still hope we get to move someday. I really, really do. But whether that happens in a few months or much later, I don't want to spend this season emotionally living somewhere I haven't even been invited yet. Because the truth is, this house is still where my life is happening. It's still where Ethan and I spend our days together, and where we celebrate birthdays. It's still where our 5 dogs run to greet us at the door. And it's still where ordinary moments quietly become some of life's sweetest memories. I like to call this loaded baked potato casserole. I make this very, very simple. I just take leftover mashed potatoes because it's easier than doing a baked potato. Actually, I forgot I was going to pack him some baked beans tonight. So I'm just going to move this in this bowl. I add the barbecue pork on top. And then I sprinkle some cheese. Probably would have been best if I done half and half and put the baked beans here, but I will. It'll be okay. I'm going to put him a little bit of sour cream in this. I usually put barbecue and sour cream in these little containers. I can't find any more of my little containers, so I'm just going to send him with a whole bottle of barbecue sauce. Be messy, Kay. I don't know what the next chapter looks like. I don't know if we'll be here 3 months or another 3 years. But I do know that I don't want to let the uncertainty keep me from appreciating what we've already been given. Maybe homemaking isn't just about creating a beautiful home. Maybe it's about choosing to care for the place you're in, even while you're waiting to see what's next. And maybe that's something that I'm still learning too.
I got it.
Hi, baby girl.